Hi everyone, Susie here from Minnesota, and I garden in a zone 4B. It's the beginning of June, and I'm just going to take you on a tour of my backyard and cottage garden. So this is part one. I'll do the hosta gardens and the front ones at a later time. The honeysuckle is in full bloom. It is just covered. It's absolutely beautiful. And then it's going all the way up there. I did mulch back here. Looking really good. We did get a little rain the other day, maybe an inch. Oops, I've got a peony blooming back here. And I'll probably go over my hostas at a different time if you would like me to. This just opened and it doesn't look all that fantastic. It's just, we've been in the high 80s, low 90s. So everything's just been going through its bloom cycle real quick. This is the Tiny Wine 9 bark. So far this is the only one that's blooming, so I'm not sure what that's about. The Ajuga over here, Fancy Finch, is almost finished. This just gets so much sun now. I'm definitely missing my trees. I was out here working the last couple days and I had to take a lot of breaks because I'm not used to that much sun. This Sun King looks amazing here. I love the blue with that. That looks really great. And the other one did bounce back. And there's no breeze. The alliums went over really quick. These just started and now they look like they're finishing. They're pretty big. Very long bloom stalks on these. I don't think they're all that amazing, but they're offering something. Clematis looks really good. Been having to try and get it to come back this way and it's doing a little bit better. It's already up to here. Just kind of standing here right now because it's really nice. I'm surprised that the mosquitoes aren't getting me because they're really bad. I thought I couldn't be back here, but I am missing my shade, that is for sure. Although after this, we're supposed to go back into the high 70s, low 80s, so that will be beautiful. Got a lot of weeding to do back here. I'm just kind of picking and choosing. So I do a little bit, and then I go sit in the shade, and then I do a little bit, and so. And then I just seeded this the other day. These are my cucumbers coming up. So very happy about that. And this one over here on Wednesday. So it's Sunday, so kind of tells you how warm we are. And then these are just some cucumber starts I purchased. They're Space Master. There's one clump in this bed, and there's a clump over there. And then I have 5 rows of bush beans. And I think I have Kentucky Wonder and then Bush Blue Lake. And I just planted this up with some salvias that I grew from seed. And I know it's red, and a lot of you have issues with red. I don't. The hummingbirds like it, and I think it'll be a nice pop of color here later in the summer. And then here I just kind of fluffed this up a little bit just because there are some weeds in here. I'm just letting the heat and the sun fry it. And then I will start planting some zucchini. I'm gonna stagger the planting so not all of them at once. I'm gonna go this way, or should I end this way? I'm gonna be in the sun no matter what. So this is all creeping Jenny in here. It's just, it's fine. I just think it's kind of stealing the show from other plants in here. It's kind of hard to see the other ones. And, but, oh, I wanted to go back here. But until I can figure out how to deal with it, it's just gonna stay and I'm gonna work around it. This is a Baptisia. That's a gorgeous color. But this too is going over real quick. It just started, and then that heat is, well, and then being a little bit dry. We haven't had a whole lot of rain in May. So it's just not a drought, but just drier than normal. And then this is an incredible hydrangea back here. I hope I get some nice blooms from that. Durvilla, like it. I'm just gonna let it do what it wants. I think that color in here, oh, it looks like it's gonna be blooming at some point. Also Easy Rose Paprika. I love it. I don't have to do anything with this rose. I do have some damage on the leaves, but I don't spray. And then I think with that color there, it's gonna be throwing off some good blooms there. I've got Nepeta down here. I had some that's wilting again, which is weird because usually they like it dry, but it's okay. I think this color with that, what do you want to say, coral will look really good. Just starting. Sabaria sorbifolia Sem. I do have a bird bath in here, which is heavy. It's concrete. I should probably try and move it. And then there is like a favorite bird. I might try and get out of there. The one thing with my trees coming down, the tree root shoots are growing like crazy. It's just every day I keep trimming on them. I mean, that's what's in here. I'm like, that is just nuts. Anthos valerian. It might be a little tall here, but oh, I love the scent. I don't know, it's like a vanilla cherry. I can't explain it. I love it. It does seed all over. It hasn't in here, but it did in another spot. And it's easy to maintain, at least right now, but I love this. And I do like the height here. This poor tree. This is a pagoda dogwood, golden shadows. And it's not used to all this sun. This used to be a very shady area, and now this gets a lot of sun. I would say at least 8 to 10 hours, and that's not good for this tree. So it's burning. So. Camasias are done, and then now it's the iris. I'm very happy. Not as many blooms as I thought there would be. This one didn't throw off anything over here, so I love that color. And then it's from my kitchen window with the pink peony. And then of course, the honeysuckle. I love this heuchera. I started this from seed. So this one's bouncing back. So is that one. And here, that's the only grass that looks semi-decent. The Hakana coal grass. That one's So we'll see. Like I said, this gets a lot of sun. I might go with something else. Oh, the Alchemilla Mollis Ladies Mantle. I think everything this year is at least 1 to 2 weeks ahead. I have to mow, I know that, but unfortunately, I need to get a new lawnmower. And then I'm just trying to figure out if I want to go with another gas one or if I want to go with a battery operated one. So, and then this is wilting, this poor lady's mantle. It's just that hot and a lot of sun. Hardy geranium looks really good. I just wanted to show you. Okay, sorry, I got a mosquito. Usually my town sprays for mosquitoes, and I'm kind of like 50-50 about that, but they're really bad this year. I saw, the bees are huge. And there's all sorts, there's some right there. This looks fantastic this year. I planted a lot of hostas around here. These are from an existing bed, which has been changed into kind of a rose garden. It just gets a lot more sun there, but I figured these will do good here because in the spring, usually this is a very wet area and usually underwater. So they should like it. This is a Sum and Substance. And I tried to plant the blue ones hopefully in a little more shade, but there are some that they're turning green just because of a lack of moisture and more sun. This one's huge, hardy geranium, and not flowering yet. I just kind of wanted to stick to the back because a lot of my neighbors are out. Not sure what happened here. This looks like 2 different varieties, doesn't it, of Nepeta? Like the leaf structure, so. And then this one's blooming. I lost a lot of Nepeta over here because I did have like a huge drift of it, and then with being flooded, it just petered out. And then in here, I did have some of my yarrow, and that just got fried. I don't know what happened. I was watering it because this lived, but it was just looking weedy, and I do have to weed a little bit. But this is just a baby's breath. What is it called? Festival Star. Gypsophila paniculata. So I think, I don't know if it's going to bloom this year, but this will look good with the roses. And then the Lychnis is looking really good. Look at that, budding up. Can't wait. It didn't bloom last year, so this will be the first. Roses look amazing. I have not trimmed the old dead canes. They're fine. Oh, I will come back around, but I know this is horrible lighting. I got a little late with the tour. I like to do them in the morning, but this is Amsonia. Look, I had 1 bloom last year. This is the first it's ever looked like this. Love that. And then once it's done blooming, it just offers some really nice leaf structure. Lots of baby birds around. Clematis looks wonderful. Nellie Moser. And then the Strantia. Love that. Like I said, first it just started blooming yesterday. This is just crazy how I like the warmth, but maybe not quite so fast because my peonies are not lasting long. This is a delphinium, not blooming, but I think there's some damage due to all the rain we had when we were underwater. but the rest looks okay. And I think I'm just gonna pinch this off and then let these side shoots come up. This is a Dishampsia Pixie Founted Tufted Hairgrass. This looks really good. And then these are lupins I started from seed last year. Aren't they amazing? And I do have 3 clumps in here, so that might be why you're seeing 3 different colors. So it's not all the same plant. So I do have 3 plants. And just some wilting leaves. Look at this peony here. This is gonna be, well, this will be its best year ever so far. It's not all in the cage, it's huge. So I'll probably have some that'll flop. And I can't get a stake in the ground because it's that hard. And then hardy hibiscus is looking really good. And then another lupin. This one's not as pretty. I don't know. I think it's got some issues going on, but it's still offering some color in here. This is penstemon, onyx and pearls. Looks good, not blooming yet, but I love that foliage in here. And then this has only probably been in bloom for 3 days. And this is Julia Rose and Ito Peony. Just not liking the heat. And then another lupin. I think I have 2 different plants in here. You can see a different color. That's gorgeous. Love that one. Can't wait to see this delphinium. It's a Pacific Giant. It's just massive, and I do have it in a cage, so hopefully that helps. These grasses look good. I took these out of the gardens behind me, the raised beds. Carl Forster, Calamargastus. They've got all these, damsel dragonflies, flies. I'm not sure. There's so many. Oh, can you see it? I think it's hard to tell. Oh, there you go. The Baptisia looks wonderful. It started off like this yellow, and then now it's aged to this pink. It's pink lemonade. Tree peony probably lasted for three days, so, which is sad. It was really pretty. These roses look amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I've been so busy. I haven't even fertilized them yet, so, oops. And then the purple sensation alliums went over really quick. And then look, my rhubarb. I have been picking my rhubarb, so that is just a happy little camper. And then I do have another Dishampsia here. I think it's Cespitosa. It's a little bit taller, love it. Just need to get this rhubarb leaf off it. So that one will be picked. This rose here will be starting soon. William Baffin. I haven't had a chance to tie any of this in, but honestly, it is amazing how when you just let them go horizontal, look at all the blooms they throw off. So I'm gonna let it. I can't wait. Oh, it is kind of starting, look. I got most of my plants planted or given to family and friends, so they were super happy. So this area is cleaned up, which was bothering me. So now I just have some maintenance to do over here, a little bit of weeding. I did move my pansy baskets over here, and they're not liking the warm weather. I know I'm Minnesota, but I get the heat too. I just have horrible winters. But I think it's fine for now. I like that. I love the alyssum. I think if I come in here and trim some up, this looks good. I still have some columbine that I started from seed 2 years ago that's blooming. I do have a dahlia in here. This is another hardy. I love hardy geraniums, and there's the scent to the foliage that I absolutely love, but it's just not looking happy because of the heat and the sun. And then, like I said, there's some moisture, but probably not as much as what some things would like. And then I added this. Birds love this. I've been kind of putting it around my gardens because this is just solar powered. So, and it works. I had to go with that head because the other ones shot too far up and then it just drained the water. Oh, and then, I don't know, this back here, this bleeding heart, it's doing fine. It's blooming, but I just think it's way too much sun. You can see some yellowing down there. But this is a wee white hydrangea that will be blooming along with more delphiniums. And then, I mean, the lamb's-ear, what can I say, is loving its life this year. I don't think I've ever had this many blooms either. And then I have some more dahlias over here. They're watered, but they're just... I love Alchemilla. Probably this is my biggest clump. The height on it, the width, everything. Liking that. There's a whole lot to bloom in this garden yet, so I love that with perennials. It's just kind of like when one goes over, hopefully there's another one to bloom. But I love the lupins over here. And I'm standing underneath my umbrella because I am warm. I'm just gonna go back this way. All of these are tomatoes I started from seed. So I have 4. The common name is black pineapple. And I think the other name is ananas noir. I don't know. So it's already blooming. I'm really happy about that. These were struggling for a bit. I did put a lot of leaves in here for a mulch. It's really thick. And then these marigolds are ones I started from seed. I hope this is in view because I can't see the screen, but yeah. So, but this soil just drains so well that it couldn't hold on to the moisture, so I'm hoping the leaves help a bit, and it seems like it has. And then I have I think it's called Sortrolois. I have 3 of them in this garden. And then it's thrown off some blooms here. And then I have a cherry tomato over here. This is Rosella, which is blooming also. And I will be trimming back the lower leaves down there. I just wanted to give it some time to adjust before I shock it some more. Another hardy hibiscus here. I've been doing weeding, and when I weed, I just use a hoe and I chop it off and then let them fry. Just kind of my lazy way. And then I bought this. I don't have any luck with pepper, so it's just 3 jalapenos in a basket. So it's already putting off some jalapenos here. So I just left it. And then this is another Rosella cherry tomato. I like cherry tomatoes in cages because they just get so huge. And then these 2 are here called orange accordion. And they get pretty big. But they're a little odd looking, so I didn't want too many because I don't think they'd be good as slicers. I'm just going to show you this real quick here. Plus I'm in the shade. This is an artichoke. So I thought that would be cool in this container. I was just going for like, to me this kind of looks Jurassic looking for the foliage, but maybe it'll do something for me this year. If not, I was just going for a more decorative look. I was probably zoomed in for the whole thing, wasn't I? I guess I couldn't see my screen, so hopefully I've got some good footage. But yeah, and just more petunias that I stirred from seed. So the biggest thing is, let's see if there's still moisture in the ground here. Yeah. So I had to take a lot of leaves out of these beds to put around my tomatoes. This soil just holds on to moisture a little bit more than, because all of the soil in these beds is just spent potting mix. So there's no soil in it whatsoever, which is absolutely horrible. So yeah, so that is just, I would say, part one of my garden tour. Just because it's the weekend and there's a lot going on, and just like to respect my neighbor's privacy. So I bet within the next week to 2 weeks, these roses are going to be blooming also. I just think that's a little early. Then maybe again, maybe not. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed. Bye for now.